Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys all the progress that I've made on Ireland 3.0 since October 2024. So we're going to get straight into it here. Just before I show you guys the main city here, I want to show you guys the spawn here. We're going to start off by showing you guys the spawn, then we're going to show you guys the city. So the spawn is basically just a room where people spawn in when they join, and it includes a few things. It includes the rules, also includes a member board and a few other things. I'll show you guys that now. Here are the rules. It's the rule board right here. As you can see here, the rules right here. You guys can read these in your own time. So I'm just going through these slowly here so you guys can see them. As you can see there. And then we have the members here of the world that have helped me out on this world. Here are some of them right here. I might be missing a few, but these are the main ones right here. As you can see. And these are some of the long-term members. I might have to add a few more to this. I only have 3 on this. I probably have to add some more on this. These are the allies here. So this is what basically what this is. It's basically other members on this world that own other worlds themselves. This is what this is. As you can see, Gotham City is owned by Fishchew. We have a few others. Belzer City owned by Belzer. 619. Scotland 1.0 owned by City Build 1.12. New York City, which is owned by Turocraft. United of Empire World owned by Bailey. The OG City 2.0 owned by Grandpla. The plant here owned by Doom 46557. And that is it. So, and in here we also have a room where you can teleport to different places. You can get to different towns and cities in this world. So I'll show you guys. So this one's Galway. We don't have anything there yet. We have Dublin, their office district Dublin. So we're going to go there in just a little bit. Dublin, the main city. Scrapyard 1 and 2. Those are basically just places where you can just build anything you want. That's what those 2 places are. Lucan's a town in the world. TRT is just a building that one of my friends is doing. And we just have a farm right here. That's all we have there. So yeah. We're going to go to the office district of Dublin. And this is the area right here. We have some office buildings along here, which are quite nice. And I'm going to show you some of these have interiors. This one has some interior. Only the lobby's done, but I'll show you guys this anyway. We have the desk in this space right here. We have some table and chairs along the windows there. Some more table and chairs there. Nice detail along the back wall, which is pretty cool. Some couches here with some tables. A bathroom over in this space right here. The stairs and elevator in this space right here. And another bathroom there. So this is the interior so far. Only the lobby's done, but I quite like it. It looks quite good. This building here does not have any interior yet at all. As you can see, it's pretty empty in here. The one over here, this office building here has interior actually. Full interior, so I'm going to show you guys this now. So the lobby here, we have some couches there with some tables, some table and chairs in this space, little garden thing there, some more table and chairs in that space there, some bins in that area there, stairs and elevator in this space here, a bathroom over here, some nice detail along the back wall, looks quite cool. And over here we have the desk area right here, which is pretty cool. And just a little access gate where you can go behind the desk and stuff like that. So that's what that is. So that is that is the lobby. So we'll head upstairs. I'm gonna go up the elevator. And we just have like a little couch here with a table, 2 bathrooms in that space there. Some windows over there, as you can see. The views is not the best. You can see a little bit of the motorway there. And over here we have a storage room in this space here for the office building, which is pretty cool. And we have some offices in here. We have an individual one right here, which looks quite nice, very spacious. We have a one over here which looks kind of like that one, but a little bit different. But I quite like it. And then we have 3 big offices in here. We have this one, which is quite, as you can see, quite large. A big desk here with 3 computers. One over here with just 2. Some nice detail on the walls there, which I quite like. This one we have 2 desks with 2 computers per desk, which is pretty cool. I like it. Looks quite nice. Over here we have the main office. This one's like one big desk with like 7 computers or 8, something like that we got here. It's pretty cool. Quite like this. Some nice detail along the wall there. And overall I quite like this office. Looks quite cool though. So yeah, that is this building. So I'm not going to show you guys all the floors because they're basically the same layout as this one. As you can see, it's the same layout going up, as you can see. So there's no point showing you guys the upper floors because it's basically the same layout as I just showed you there. So over down this way we have some more office buildings. None of these buildings like going that way have interiors on this row. So I'm only going to show you guys the exterior. So here's one right here. I quite like this office building. Here's another one right here, which looks quite nice. We have a little pathway here, which I need to add some trees in that space soon. Another office building in this space here, which looks quite nice. We have another one right here. And then we have 2 more in this space over here. We have this one, which I quite like as well. It looks quite nice. And then we have this one right here, which I also like as well. So that is that row there. So we'll move on to the next row of buildings, which is just behind here. And we have some traffic lights over here at this junction, which looks quite nice. Here are the traffic lights right here. I quite like them. They look quite good. And down here we have some more office buildings in this area. We have quite a few along there as well. Some of them along that row have interiors, some don't. So we have 2 office buildings here which have no interiors yet. We have an office building here that has a business below. It has a restaurant below. The restaurant below is done. The offices above are not done at all. So I'll show you guys the restaurant interior here. Here is the restaurant. We have the main counter space here with the menu, but the menu's not done yet. We have some big tables in this space, some high tables there. We have some smaller tables over here. And we have some tables along against the wall there, which look pretty nice. Some tables along the windows here. Over in that space we have some bathrooms in there. And behind here, this is the kitchen space in here. We also have a little storage room in the kitchen. We have some lockers over there. And we also have just the behind the counter area right here. We have a little sink there and a fridge in that space, and just some extra storage up here. So yeah, and we also have a till there as well. So that is this restaurant interior. I quite like it. It looks pretty cool. This was actually built on one of my streams on this world, so if you guys want to check out that stream, you guys can do. I have a playlist of all the streams that I've done in this world so far, so you guys can check out that playlist and find that one. So yeah, that was episode 16. I was doing that interior. So yeah, if you guys want to check that episode out, you guys can do. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We have another office building over here which has no interior at all, and we have this office building which doesn't have any interior at all. We have this one behind it which actually has interior, full interior. So I'll show you guys this now. This is the lobby. We have the main desk over here. We have some table and chairs along the windows there, as you can see. We have some couches here with some tables. And we have some table and chairs in this space here. We have a garden thing in this area right here. Some nice detail along the back wall there, which I quite like. Some more table and chairs there. And we have the elevator and stairs in this space. We're going to go up the stairs this time, actually, to change things up a little bit. And up here we have 5 small offices and 2 big offices. I'll show you guys the big offices first, which are at the back here. Here is one of the big offices here. Quite like it. It looks pretty cool. Quite like this one. Looks quite nice. We also have another one right here, which is similar to the other one, which is still around. Quite like it. Looks awesome. I quite like this one. Over here we have some small offices. We have an office here which Turocraft made, which looks pretty cool. Ceiling fan, desk, and all. Looks pretty cool though. Even says it here, made by Turocraft. Lee is actually Turocraft's real name. So yeah. Shout out to you, Turocraft. Gave you a shout out on this video right here. Over here we have another office across here, which looks pretty nice. And over here we have another one, another individual office. I quite like it. We have two more in this space here. Here's one right here, and then here's the last one right here, which looks pretty nice though. So yeah, I'm actually going to show you guys the top floor of this building, because the top floor actually has one big office and it has a meeting room. So that's the only difference with the top floor on this building. Other than that, every room's the same. As you can see, this big office here is the same. But on this side, we actually have a meeting room. As you can see, we have a big meeting room table here, and some nice decoration around the walls and stuff like that, which look pretty cool. And that is this building. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. You guys can see the floors there are the same going up, except for the top floor. So yeah, just on this side here, there's the big office there, and same with down there. And it's basically just the top floor has the meeting rooms. So yeah, other than that, as you can see, all the floors are the same, copied up. So yeah, let me just clear that out and let's move on down here to these buildings over here. So some of these buildings you guys are seeing here, some of these have been built on stream and some of these have been built off camera. So yeah, here's one right here which I quite like. I built this one off camera though. I did this building, this office building was on a stream. And then I did this one over here. This one I did recently off camera. So yeah, I do quite like this one. Looks pretty cool though. We have some parking spaces here with some nice trees along this road, which I quite like. Now, no vehicles there, but we'll be adding them soon. We have this office building here, which has no interior at all. It's quite a cool looking building. It's quite different though to most of my other buildings, as you can see, but it looks quite cool though. I quite like it. We have this office building here, which actually has some interior. Only the lobby's done. I'll show you guys what we got in here. One of my favorite interiors is actually this one. I really like this one. This one we have a little step down, which is pretty cool. And then we have the desk over in this space, which looks quite nice. Some nice detail along the back wall there. Some table and chairs in this space here. A little garden thing over here in this space. We have some couches in this space with some tables. A couple garden things there with some trees. And the elevator and stairs in that space. And just some nice wall detail along here with some paintings. And that is it with this building so far. Only have the lobby done on this one. As you can see, upstairs is not done yet. So yeah, we're gonna move on now. And same thing with this building. Only the lobby is done on this office building. Show you guys this quick. So we have the elevator and stairs in the middle this time, which is pretty cool. A nice little floor pattern there. We have the desk over here in this space. We have some table and chairs over here. Some more table and chairs there and there. A little garden thing over here. And we have some couches over here with some tables. So that is the lobby. Quite like it though, looks quite cool. And down here we have these buildings, which I have mentioned earlier. You guys have seen these buildings earlier on, just from a distance. So we have this office building here, which is not fully done yet. I'll show you guys the lobby on this. As you can see, we have some couches over in that space there. We have some bins over there. Stairs and elevator in that space there. Another area here with some couches and a table. Some table and chairs in that space there. The main desk over here. And I'm going to go up here and show you guys a little bit up here. I can't remember what's done up here, but I think we have some bathrooms over there. I'm not going to show you guys the bathrooms because they all look pretty much the same. So we have a big office over here, which looks quite nice. I quite like it. We have some individual offices in here, which are quite nice as well. I quite like these ones. Here's one and here's another one. Looks quite cool. Another individual office. This building has one big office and then 4 individual offices on each floor. But not all the floors are done in this, so yeah, only like this floor and the one above is done. So yeah. And okay, I showed you guys everything here. That floor here has the same layout as that one, so there's no point showing you guys that. It's basically copy and pasted. And let's move on. We have this building here, which actually has some interior. It has a lobby down here. Another one where you step down. Stuff like that's pretty cool. We have a little desk over here. Really like the ceiling on this one. The ceiling on this one looks amazing. There's the ceiling there. Some table and chairs in that space there. Some more over here. Another garden thing there, which is pretty cool. Garden thing there, which looks awesome. Couches there with some tables. Some more couches over here with some more tables. Some nice wall detail there. Stairs and elevator in that space there. Another couch here. And that is pretty much it with this lobby. It looks quite cool though. So then down here we have this office building which has no interior at all. And this is the Google office building right here. I'm not going to show you guys the interior of this building because I actually have a tour video for this building. So if you guys want to see the interior of that building, I recommend you guys check out that tour video. So yeah, you guys can see what it looks like from the interior from just the outside here, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Alright, let's move on. We have some more buildings behind here. We have two office buildings over here. We have this one here and that one there, which none of them are furnished yet, but they look quite nice. Really like the exterior of these buildings. They look pretty cool. Behind here we have this building, which basically is going to have some businesses below, and it's going to have offices above. So this is what this building is. The interior of that is not started at all. Only the outside's done. So yeah, but I quite like it. It looks pretty cool with the pillar design and stuff like that. And down here we have one last office building, which is basically this one. It's basically like a skyscraper. This is going to be some sort of tech company building, which I'm going to be doing at some point in here. So yeah, but I quite like it. It looks pretty cool. The interior is not done at all yet, as you can see. It's not even started yet. It's basically just an empty space in here. So yeah. And over here we have a hotel. This building here is a hotel, which looks pretty cool though. The inside's not even started at all yet, only the outside's done. But it looks quite cool though. I can't wait to start the interior of this hotel, because I think it's gonna look really cool on the interior as well. So yeah. Alright, let's move on. So that's pretty much all. That's pretty much the office district in this part of the city here. Over here we have a river that goes along the city. I'll show you guys this river here quickly. This will be a park up here, which is not done yet. We have a little sewage system in there, that's basically where the river goes into the sewers there. And it just basically goes across the city. We have some bridges here. I believe we have two bridges, I believe. I believe there's one here and there's one further down. And so here's this bridge right here, which looks pretty cool. Looks like that. We have a big road here with 2 lanes each side, which looks quite nice. I'll show you guys the buildings along the river in just a second here. It keeps going down, as you can see. It's not done yet, the river. I still have to add trees and stuff like that either side here. Over here we have a smaller bridge, as you can see, which looks quite nice as well. Quite like it. And it's a smaller road this time, as you can see. Looks quite cool though, quite like it. And this section of the river here is actually done. So this is actually what I want to do with the river going all the way down there and stuff like that. I want to keep adding trees and stuff like that. So yeah, and over here we have a park on this side, which as you can see we have some trees here, which look pretty nice. Which Turocraft made these trees over here, and then Presti designed the trees over here along the river here, which is pretty cool. And again, another entrance there to the sewers. That's what that is. This park is not done yet, but we actually have benches in this one, which Turocraft made, which I actually quite liked. They look pretty nice. So I'm going to go back down this way. Before I show you guys all these buildings here, I'm going to show you guys down here first. I'm actually going to show you guys the building on the right there, the big building here. And what this building here is basically a basketball arena. That's what this place over here is. That area there is like the lobby. That's like the main arena part there and stuff. That's what the outside looks like. This building is not fully done yet, but some of the interior is done. So I'll show you guys the interior like just right now. The lobby's not done at all. It's basically just empty, but the main arena part itself is actually done, which is just in here. As you can see, we have the arena in here, which looks pretty cool though. Really like the seating in this, looks pretty cool. We have the basketball hoop right here, as you can see. The main court itself looks awesome, I quite like it. Some chairs along here where you can spectate and stuff like that. Looks quite nice though, I quite like it. All I have to add to this is just like a scoreboard. And that's probably it though. Other than that, it looks awesome though. Other than that, it's done. And it looks pretty cool. So I'm quite happy with this build, so yeah, let's move on. And this is what the front looks like, as you can see. The lobby will be in there basically. That space there will be the lobby. I haven't got around to doing it yet. I'll show you guys this area right here. We have, this is more like the apartment area right here. Just like we have apartments here and some shops and stuff in this area and a few other things. So we have a car park here in this space, which looks quite nice. We have a bunch of cars here, which actually look pretty nice. We have some trees over here, which Turocraft made once again. He made it, these trees right here, which look pretty cool. Over here we have the city hall, which I quite like. This was built on a stream as well. I quite like this. No interior at all, but here's what it looks like from the front. Looks pretty cool. I like this building though. 3 doors we have here, as you can see, and a pretty big space for the interior here, which I'm going to start doing at some point. We have another walkway here, which I need to add some trees there once again. We have some apartment. We have just an apartment building here, which has some apartments here. No interior at all in them yet, but what it will be basically is just an entrance in the middle, and it will be a 2 apartments per floor. So that's what this building will be like on the interior. I'll show you guys this building. This is another apartment building, but this one has 2 businesses below, and then we'll have apartments above. So that's what this building is. It's not for, I haven't started the interior at all in this, so it's only the outside's done. So it'll basically be like a business there and a business over there, and apartments above. The entrance to the apartments is just there. So that's what this building looks like. I quite like it. Down here we have another apartment building in this space here. We have this one right here, which I quite like. Basically it'll be the same concept. It'll be like 2 apartments per floor, stuff like that, with the entrance in the middle. So that's what this place will be like. Looks quite cool though from the exterior. Over here we have, like, beside City Hall and stuff like that. Beside City Hall we have some townhouses here, which look pretty cool. None of these are furnished yet, but we just have a few townhouses going along here. So basically just copy and paste. They all look pretty much like this, which is pretty cool. We have some modern apartments over in this space here, which none of these are furnished yet. We have 2 of these in the city, which look pretty cool. That is going to be underground parking there, but it's not done yet. That's what these roads are sloping down. That's what those will be, underground parking. We have 2 of these buildings right here, which look pretty cool. Over here we have an apartment building here with 2 businesses below, and there will be apartments above. It's not furnished yet. We have the same concept of building over here in this space here. Once again, apartments above and businesses below. That's what we have there. And over here we have a mangrove apartment building, which actually has a full interior. So I'm going to show you guys this now. It has 2 apartments per floor, and they basically have the same layout. So yeah, I'll show you guys one floor. In here we have the left one, which is just a hallway at the beginning. We have a bathroom in this space right here, and we have a bedroom in here, which is pretty cool. These are 2-bedroom apartments, by the way. Bedroom in here. This is the master bedroom here. As you can see, we have the master bed and master wardrobe and some other things like that. Desk, a little shelf, and the master bathroom in this space, which looks pretty cool. And then over here we have the living room on the right here, which looks pretty cool. We have a closet in here, which looks pretty cool. We have another closet in there, which looks pretty nice. And then we have the kitchen area over here, and the dining room table right there. And we have a balcony right here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, And I'll show you guys the other variation of the apartment, the other layout here on this side. So on this side we have the living room right at the entrance here, as you can see on our right, which looks quite nice. We have the kitchen and dining room table in this space here, which looks quite nice. We have a closet over here. We have the master bedroom in here, which looks quite cool. And the master bathroom in here that has only a shower and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And then we have the hallway bathroom over here, which actually has a bathtub and shower in it, which is pretty cool. And then over here we have another bedroom. So yeah, this is this apartment. So all the floors basically have the same layout, so I'm only going to show you guys one floor. So yeah, that's that building there. It looks quite cool. And over here we have another building that has businesses below. Apartments once again that have businesses below, but it's not furnished yet at all. It will do eventually. So yeah, here's what the exterior looks like. It looks quite cool. And these buildings over here, we actually have some interiors in this space. So we have 2 clothing shops down here and some apartments above. We have a north face and a south face. Show you guys the north face first. Here is the clothing shop. We have the counter in this space here. Changing rooms over here, as you can see. We have some clothes in this space here. We have a shoe section over here. We have an end there for north face. That is just the storage room down there, but it's not done yet. And some folded up clothes here. And that's pretty much it. Looks pretty cool in here. A similar concept we have also with the fat face here. As you can see, counter over here, changing rooms there, shoe section over here, some clothes there. On the wall there, hanging clothes. We have some folded up clothes in this on these shelves right here. Some more over here. Storage room entrance there again. And yeah, pretty cool. Fat face. And the apartments above here are actually done on this one. The apartments above that one are not done yet. I'll just go through here and I'll just go up the elevator. I'll show you guys these apartments, what they look like. So in here we have these apartments. I'll show you guys down here first. We have the kitchen over here to our right, which is pretty cool. We have the dining room table there. Living room over here in this space. We have a half bathroom here, which only has a toilet and sink. We have a closet over here, which I quite like. And down here we have some bedrooms. So these have 3 bedrooms. So here's one bedroom right here, which looks quite nice. And over here we have another bedroom, which looks quite nice. This has a balcony, which is pretty cool. And then over here we have the main bathroom of the apartment, which is pretty cool. We have a toilet, sink, and a bathtub in this one, and a cabinet there, which is pretty cool. And then we have in here one more bedroom in here, which looks pretty cool. Also has a balcony as well. So yeah, and that is the apartment. So the apartments going up are basically the same layout. So yeah, I'm gonna skip that part. We'll move on to these buildings over here. We have 2 more clothing shops below. We have a Gap and we have a Primark. So I'll show you guys the Gap right here. We have a little section for hats right here. We have some folded up clothes there. A little section for shoes right here. More folded up clothes there. We have changing rooms there once again. A storage room entrance right there. Some chairs right there. Main desk right here. And that is it. And also just a G there for Gap. And that is this shop on the interior. I'll show you guys the Primark and then I'll show you guys the apartments above. And yeah, here's the Primark right here. We have some clothes right here, folded up clothes. We have the desk right here. And you have the checkout area right here. We have a shoe section right here. Some folded up clothes in this section. Some hanging up clothes in this part right here. A little P there for Primark. A little section for hats right here. And that is it. Looks pretty cool. I quite like it. Once again, there we just have the storage room entrance down there. And that is this place. Looks pretty cool. I'll show you guys the apartments up here now. So over here we have the living room space in this area right here. Kitchen space over here with the dining room table over there. We have, that's the main entrance there. A bedroom in here, which looks quite nice. We have another bedroom in here, which looks quite nice as well. Has a balcony as well, which is pretty cool. And then we have another bedroom in here with another balcony, which is pretty nice. Quite like it. And then we have the bathroom over here, which is pretty cool. Has a bathtub, shower, toilet, and sink, which is pretty cool. So yeah. I'll show you guys the apartment above the other shop here, above the gap here. So this one we have a hallway, as you can see, which is similar to the other one. Kitchen over here once again. Dining room table over here. Living room over here in this space, which looks quite nice. We have a bedroom in here, which looks quite cool. Quite like this. We have another bedroom in here, which looks quite cool. We have another one right here with a balcony once again. Looks quite nice though. These apartments have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, so yeah, that's what the difference are with these ones. And here's the bathroom right here. Toilet, sink, and a bathtub and shower. So yeah. And that is the apartments on this place. Once again, they have the same layout going up, so yeah. I just had to show you guys one floor just because of that, so yeah. And that is this place right here, so we're going to move on down here. Before I show you guys the housing estate over here, I have some more stuff in this area before then. So down here, past the river here, we have some more apartments, and these are just apartments. They have no shops below or anything like that. We have 3 of these type of apartments right here, which are quite cool. No interior at all yet. So I'll show you guys the exterior once again. These apartments right here have no interior once again, so I'll show you guys the exterior of them. They look quite cool, quite like them. Over here we have some dealerships over here. We have a Ford dealership in this area right here. We have a Mercedes dealership over here. None of these have interiors yet, by the way. And we have a Nissan dealership over here, which is pretty cool. On this area here, I'm going to add more dealerships here in the future. I have a few ideas in mind. I'm going to do a Honda one next. I might do BMW one and a few others and stuff like that. Over here we have 2 buildings here. We have the police station there and the fire station there. So here is the police station. Looks pretty modern. Quite like it. We have just the entrance there to the car park for the police cars at the back here for the police station. And then we have the fire station right here. None of these have interiors yet, by the way. Here's the fire station right here. Looks pretty cool. We have a helipad here for a helicopter, which I need to build at some stage. Need to also build some fire trucks at some point and some police cars. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And this area right here is unfinished around here, so that's kind of it really. This big red space will be another park. That's what that will be. And yeah, we're going to move on to the residential part of the city now. We have quite a few interiors around this part of the city as well, actually, around here. We have some houses over here, as you can see, which looks quite cool. These don't have interiors at all yet. I'll show you guys what the housing estate looks like from the front here. As you can see, it looks like this. Looks pretty cool. 4 of these type we have along this row. And we also have these type of houses over here, which look quite nice as well. Once again, they're not furnished at all yet, but they look quite nice though. We have another housing estate over in this space right here, as you can see, which look quite nice though. I like these houses. Some of these are furnished in this area right here, by the way. Some of these are. These type right here are furnished. I'll show you guys one of the interiors of these. So as you can see, as we enter here, we have a hallway, living room over here to our left. Through this door, we have the kitchen area right here, dining room table there. I don't know why there's an iron golem there, but I'm not sure why that's there. Let's move on. Closet in this space, bathroom over here. Upstairs we have, let's see, a bedroom over here. This is a 4-bedroom house, by the way. Another bedroom right here. A bathroom in this space right here. Full bathroom actually, shower, toilet and sink. Shower in the bathtub, so that's what we got there. Bedroom, another bedroom in here, and another one in here. So looks quite cool. This is the master bedroom, and here's the master bathroom. So yeah, I forgot that this house had 3 bathrooms. I forgot about that. So yeah, that's that house interior. And this house right here, like, it's not finished on the interior. It has some interior, but it's not finished. I'll show you guys the interior anyway. Downstairs is done, upstairs it isn't done. So here we have the living room on our right, which looks pretty cool. Over here we have the kitchen area right here. We have the dining room table there. We have a closet in here. And we have a bathroom over here, which is pretty cool. Backyard out here. It has a swimming pool and an umbrella and a barbecue and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And I'm not going to show you guys upstairs because that bit is not done yet. So that's the only bit I'm going to show you guys on that house. And this road here has some cycle lanes. As you can see, the red things are the cycle lane, stuff like that. So here's a cycle lane right here and one on that side as well, which is pretty cool. So here's that house, I'm going to say, which looks pretty cool. That house there does not have interior, the one over there, so yeah. And we have the last one over here in Dublin here, which is this one right here. And this one here, we have every house in this one actually has interior. So I'm actually going to show you guys this now. I'll show you guys the interior of this type of house first. These type of houses first. So on our right here, we have the living room, which looks pretty cool. Hallway space here, which is stairs. Kitchen over here to our left. Dining room table over here. We have a bathroom in this space here. Half bathroom. Closet over here. Backyard out here. Doesn't have anything in it yet, but does look quite cool. Upstairs we have a bedroom in here, just quite nice. I believe this has 3 bedrooms, I believe. Yeah, here's another one right here. Looks pretty cool. We have the upstairs bathroom over here, which is quite nice. Has a shower, toilet and sink. Here is another bedroom. This is the master bedroom, master wardrobe, master bed, master bathroom, toilet, sink, and shower. We got in this one, and a bathtub, which is pretty cool. So that is this house interior. It looks quite cool. And I'll show you guys the other 2 right here. So we have these type as well, which have interiors also. So in this one right here, we have a bathroom to our left, which is pretty cool. Half bathroom, closet over here, stairs there, which we're going to go up in a second. We have the living room over here, little clock there, which is pretty nice. Dining room table here and kitchen space over in this space. Looks pretty cool. Out here we have the backyard, which is pretty nice. And I'll show you guys upstairs now. Anyway, let's go up the stairs here. We have a bathroom over here. Full bathroom, as you can see. Toilet, sink, shower. Like bathtub slash shower thing we got there. Bedroom over in this space, which is pretty nice. We have another bedroom in here, which looks pretty nice as well. City Build and Fish Tube has helped me with this interior on this house. So I think this bedroom was made by Fish Tube. The one over here was made by City Build 2012, I believe, which is pretty cool. And over here we have a bedroom that I made, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that is this interior. And I'll show you guys the last house interior that we have, which is this one right here, these type right here. So I'll show you guys down here. We have the hallway here. We have a living room on our right here, which is pretty nice. A bathroom over here in this space, looks quite cool. We actually have a closet in this space over here. We have a dining room table over in this space, kitchen area over here, backyard out here, and I'll show you guys upstairs now. I believe it's 3 bedrooms again up here. Here's the hallway bathroom up here. bathtub, shower, toilet, and sink. Massive bedroom in here. This is a pretty big bedroom in here, which is pretty nice. Another bedroom in here. This is actually the master bedroom, as you can see, master bed. It actually has a TV in there, which is pretty cool. And the master bathroom over in this space right here. And over here we have one last bedroom, which is pretty nice. So yeah. And that is this house interior, which is pretty cool. And that is all of Dublin City so far. That's all I've done in Dublin so far in this road, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you guys 2 more towns, and then we're going to end the tour there. It's going to be a long tour, this one. And we have the motorway over here in this space right here, in this area right here. Which looks pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this. And we have some vehicles on this part right here, which looks pretty nice. We have a junction here. It's the city here, which is pretty cool. So you can exit up here, and you're in the city right here, as you can see. And there are the apartments, and there are the houses. So yeah, pretty cool. Junction right here we have. Down this way we have another motorway, which you guys will see in just a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying this tour, of course. Hope you guys are enjoying this tour video. I am going to make more of these in the future, so yeah. Here we have the second motorway in the world. As you can see, we have another junction right here that connects this motorway to this one, which is pretty cool. As you can see, here's the junction right here. Looks quite nice. I quite like this a lot. Over here we have just a little tunnel that goes. Basically, this road just goes under the motorway here. So you can see just a little tunnel that goes underneath, which is pretty cool. Road slopes down and stuff like that. And over here we have another town here. So Dublin is the city over there, which I just showed you guys. We have a town here called Ballyfermot, which is not very developed yet, but I'll show you guys what I have here anyway. We have some houses right here, which are quite nice. None of these have interiors yet. And over there we just have a retail park, which is not done at all yet. None of the businesses have been put in yet, but the exterior of the building is done. And it looks pretty cool though, quite like it. Here it is. I have some ideas for businesses that I will add in here. I'm thinking about doing a furniture shop. I might do a sports shop. I might do a technology shop. So I have some ideas in mind that I will be doing in here soon. So yeah, that is what that place looks like. And then over here we have, across here we have another town over there, across the motorway there. So this town right here is called Ballyfermot, which I just showed you guys just now. And this town over here is going to be Lucan, which I'm going to show you guys now as well. So if we take the second motorway here, as you can see, and we have a billboard there, which looks quite nice. I just have to label that. It's pretty much done. I just have to label it. Just basically put like the locations and stuff like that on it, where it takes you and stuff like that, where the motorway leads you and stuff like that. And we have this section here, which takes you to this town over here, which is called Lucan. As you can see, we have a nice roundabout right here. We have a bunch of houses here. Some of these have interiors and some don't. We have this housing estate here, which looks quite nice. We have these houses, which actually have interior. I'll show you guys this interior now. So as we enter this house, we have the living room over here to our right. We have a bathroom in there, half bathroom. We have a closet in here. Kitchen area over in this space right here. Dining room table right there. Backyard out here. And I think there's 3 bedrooms up here again. I think it's 3, yes. So we have a hallway bathroom over here for the upstairs. Has a shower and a bathtub in it. Toilet and a sink. Another bedroom in here. The first bedroom in here, I meant to say. Here's the first bedroom in here, which is pretty cool. Second bedroom in here, which is actually a master bedroom. Master bed, master wardrobe, master bathroom in here, which has a shower, toilet and sink. Pretty nice. And the last bedroom in here, which is similar to the first one. So yeah. And that is that house interior. Looks pretty cool. And in this estate here, we just have a bunch of these houses here. And as well, we have some nice looking custom trees as well, which Turcraft designed for me. So thank you, Turcraft, for designing me these trees. Another shout out to you. And as you can see over here, we just have some more of these type of houses as well, which is pretty cool. So, I think I'll show you guys these houses here next. So we have these houses right here. This area is not as finished as the other one. None of these have interiors, yeah. There's no trees here yet, and the fence is not done yet. So the fence isn't done yet, but we have a bunch of these houses. As you can see, they have backyards and everything, but none of these have interiors yet. So as you can see, we have another row of houses along here, which looks pretty cool. And I guess I'll show you guys these houses over here. So we have some bigger houses here, which actually have a ground floor, first floor, and a second floor, which are pretty cool. None of these are furnished yet. These are like two houses in one, basically. We have a house that side and a house that side, which is pretty cool. This estate just goes all the way down here. We have some trees over in this space, looks quite nice. And we have some more along here. And then we just have some more of these type of houses along here. We have the entrance to the estate just here. And that is this estate, which looks quite cool. And we have over here just another retail park, which once again has no businesses put in yet. As you can see, it's only the outside done, but it does look quite cool. Can't wait to start doing the interior of that soon. So yeah, I'll show you guys what we have going this way. We have a few more houses. We're getting to the end of we're getting closer to the end of the tour here. So we have these type of houses here, which is once again like two houses in one, which look pretty cool. These are actually furnished. I'll show you guys them in just a second, the interior of them. And we also have these type of houses here, which are not furnished at all yet. Which basically we have two houses in one. It's basically like two houses in one building. That's what's going on here. So these are like semi-detached. Two houses, and we have a gap, and another two houses. That's what we got going on here. I'll show you guys the interior of these type of houses. We have more of them right here, as you can see. So the left side here and the right side is pretty much the same layout. It's just the other way around, basically. So as you can see in there, we have a living room in there. And we also have a living room in there. So I'll show you guys the interior of this one. So we have the hallway here, stairs on our right, bathroom over here, half bathroom. Over to our left here we have the living room space, which is pretty cool. And kitchen over in this space, dining room table over there, fridge over there, backyard out here. Looks pretty nice. I'll show you guys the upstairs quickly. So we have a bedroom in here, looks quite nice. The bathroom up here, which is pretty nice. Toilet, sink, and a bathtub and a shower, pretty nice. We have a closet over here, which is really cool. Another bedroom in here, which looks quite nice. And another bedroom right here. These have 3 bedrooms, these houses, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And that has the same layout in there, in that house there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Just the other way around. So yeah. And what else I have to show you guys? Oh yeah, over here we have another housing estate, as you can see, which is pretty cool. We have the entrance to the housing estate just there. And we have some houses here, but none of these have interiors yet. So I'll just show you guys the exterior of these houses. They look pretty nice. I quite like them. They look pretty cool. I'll show you guys this row over here as well. These have backyards and everything, as you can see. So the outside is done, but the inside isn't yet. Haven't got around to furnishing them, so yeah. Some more trees there we have, once again, made by Turcraft. Another shout out to you, Turcraft. And over here we have another type of house for the estate, which are these type, which I quite like as well. They're very different. They're not made out of bricks, they're made out of like wood, which is pretty cool. Stripped birch wood they're made out of. So yeah, I quite like these a lot. But once again, they have no interiors yet, so yeah, I'll show you guys the last row over here. I really like the trees over here. The trees over here look amazing. So yeah, I really like them. And we have, again, the same type of houses there, which is pretty cool. And we have the last area up here, which is basically, this will be a park. This area right here, area right here, which is the red. That means there'll be a park here soon. And up here we have 2 more houses, and then that'll be it for the tour. So here we have the entrance to the estate here, which is actually, the estate is actually on a hill this time, which is pretty cool. The only estate on the hill in this road so far is this one. I mean, the estates in Dublin, I showed you guys earlier, they're higher than the city and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Over here we have the only hill in this town so far. So yeah, we have these houses here, which are designed by FishTube. He designed these. He made a tutorial on these, and I followed it, and I built it in my world, and I really like it. It looks quite cool. Glad I built it. Glad I followed his tutorial. Looks pretty cool. Has backyards and everything like that. Has a garage as well. This thing here is a garage, which is pretty cool. And we just have a few of these along here, a few along that side as well, and a few along here. And then we have these houses here, which I built, which look pretty cool. Quite like them a lot. None of these have interiors yet, but this look quite cool. We have 3 going along this side, and 3 going along that side there, which is pretty cool. We have backyards once again on those houses, and we have 3 more over here. They look quite cool. And actually, guys, what it looks like the estate. That's what the estate looks like from a distance, as you can see. It looks pretty cool. So, yeah, that is everything I have to show you guys on Ireland3.0 so far. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tour, of course. And if you guys have, hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. And if you guys have, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon for another video. So I'll see you guys all then. Bye!